It's a beautiful day, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to go on a little walk and at the same time show you the struggles that come with shooting on a beautiful sunny day with no clouds in sight. The first thing you always want to do when you're outside is make sure you know where the sun is. So the sun's over here. Find somewhere in the side here so it's not directly on my face, which also works well because if you're looking directly into the sun, you're going to be squinting, which never looks good. You can experiment with where you want to have the sun in relation to your face. Another problem the sun may pose is a problem of shadows. So you always have to be paying attention to where those shadows are at, especially if you don't want them in your shot. So if I come up and I want to film through here, but if you pay attention, you wave around a little bit, you'll see you're in the shot. And that's normally not good. It takes people out of what you're doing. So you want to adjust yourself around to where you're not between your subject and the sun, and that will help eliminate shadows. Our next option, which usually is ideal if you can make it work, is to find the shade. So this bench here is in the shade. However, directly behind it is still completely lit. So I wish there was a simple solution of just find some shade and put yourself in it, but that doesn't necessarily work either. So we really need to find a place that's completely shady everywhere. And it's going to be hard because there aren't any leaves on the trees yet, and there's no buildings around here. So I gave myself quite a challenge, but let's go try it. I've seemed to found a little bit of shade here. If you notice, my face is probably gonna look a lot better than it had been when I was staring into the camera, staring into the sun. So just pay attention to what shadows might be created and whether or not that's desirable. Now, this won't fix everything, as sometimes the shade will only be in a small portion, or there'll still be parts that are lit up too much, or the sun will move. It's not a quick fix, but it's something that can help you because this is not an ideal situation to shoot in the sun, so you just gotta pick what works best, and this is an option. All right. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. This isn't ideal. There's some really loud frogs over there, but just take the time to figure out what lighting situation might work for you, and if all possible, do not shoot in direct sunlight. You'll love clouds much better. Overcast days, not midday, sunrise, sunset. Just try not to do this if you don't have to, but if you have to, I hope you've learned a couple things you can do. Now we have sirens. Lovely. Well, let's film something else because that ain't gonna work very good.